right, good morning, everybody. The Architectural Review Board of Town of Southampton will now come to order. Welcome to the July 15th, 2025 meeting. We'd like to start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Rumpf?
Yep, certainly, Mr. Chairman. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Rumpf.
You're welcome, Mr. Chairman.
And purposes of today, we are going to just have a temporary secretary, and that's going to be Mr. Wright to read the roll.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For today's meeting, July 15th, 2025, Chairman Jankowski.
Here.
Chairman, Chairman, Mr. Rumpf.
Yep.
All right. Mr. Burke.
Here.
Mrs. Keys.
Here.
Mr. Taglavia.
Present.
William Wright, present. Mr. Hallinan.
Present.
Everyone's here and accounted for, Mr. Chairman.
All right, excellent. So we have a quorum. Approve the minutes. The board members that were present on the June 17th, 2025 meeting, were there any errors or omissions?
I saw none, Mr. Chairman.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? None. All right, carried. Any business that's not on the agenda? Excellent. So then we will go with the posted agenda. We're going to start with the sign applications. Cancos Tile. Excellent. Come on up. No, you can come right here. That's fine. You're just going to make sure you state your name.
Yeah, my name is William McAuliffe, here for Cancos Tile, Vice President.
All right, awesome.
Sorry, this is my first one, so forgive me if I'm overstepping. If you need anything from me, basically this is the sign here. Cancos Tile and Stone, we've been there for quite some time. This is our first application for a sign. You'll see that our number there is on the top. 346, 24-inch space sign, 48 inches of the sign in the blue lettering there, in the blue background, the Cancos white letters, it's two-toned, 48 inches wide, and I believe it's 94 inches overall in length. So I don't know if there's anything else you need from me. I did give you guys the materials being used. I don't know if you'd like to see those. They're aluminum.
We have them right there.
Ah, perfect. Thank you.
You might have mentioned it, and I apologize. Is it backlit?
No.
Okay.
Downlit?
No.
Okay.
No lighting at all?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
20 feet away from the street. And if there's any questions, if you guys have anything for me, if you need anything.
Okay, so that concludes your presentation. Awesome. Joe, this is your area, so I'll let you start.
Yeah, I see no issues with this. I think we have the number up at the top there, right? The street number?
Yes.
346, yep. I don't see any issues. Recommend approval.
Mr. Rumpf?
I have no issues at all, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Wright?
I concur with the lead.
Ms. Keys?
Nothing, it's fine.
Mr. Taglavia?
Is there a site plan that shows where it's going to be located?
Yes. That's also.
There it is, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
And I just want to, for the record, make sure that the silver it shows a non-metallic. I just want to make sure you sustain a non-metallic material.
No problem.
It's a matte finish, that's
Yeah.
important. So the bypass and turn the mic.
Understood.
No other comments.
Mr. Hallinan?
No comment.
All right, excellent. Do we vote on the sign ones?
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr.
Good.
Mr. Chairman. They just came out and just made sure everyone turned their mic on when they were talking.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And the one all the way at the end, Brian.
I'd make a motion to approve as submitted with the additional comments from that Mike raised.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? None. All right, so it's carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, man. Have a good day.
Appreciate you guys. Everyone for the.
Next on the agenda, Meacock's Home Antiques Design, 1040 Montauk Highway, Watermill.
Mr. Chairman, I have to recuse myself on this matter.
You're going to take a lot of these today.
No problem.
All right, so you're going to be the lead on this.
Sounds great. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Timothy S. Mulcahy, Ed Sullivan, 41 Meeting House Lane, Southampton, for the owner of the property. Basically, this is a replacement sign. The original sign.
There's one there now, right?
There's a temporary one there.
Okay.
But what happened, when you approved the sign, was designed by Cullum Signs back in 2012. It got run over by a car, hit and run. They disappeared, demolished the sign into like splinters. And we filed an application to replace that sign that got demolished in December. And here we are in July. Going through the building department has been a nightmare. But basically, we've designed it pretty much as it was. There was a ZBA application that allowed them to put the sign up front. It's a freestanding sign. We have 2 lights on it. Now, the only thing that's on the application, it shows the address on the post. That's prohibited by the code. So I told Marge that if she issues the permit, just put a thing on there that we're gonna move it to a conforming location.
We're probably gonna talk about that anyway, because that's the number. You'll see when we go through everything.
Okay,
Okay?
all right. So it's green, white. It's been approved by, we met the wind load compliant. We have an engineer certificate for that. And we're proposing it in the same location. The way it was designed, it's a bit higher than the original sign, just on one of the posts, so we're gonna move it back 3/4 of a foot, so we meet the pyramid that was approved by the ZBA. And that, it's basically a replacement sign. I think it was a repair,
Oh, okay, and it's noted on the site plan right there. Okay.
but, it's cedar post clad, so it meets the wind load.
Okay,
That's what we have.
all right, great. Mr. Taglia.
Yes, I don't see any issues other than making the comment that the number to the location should be either posted above or below. Probably in this case, you want it below the sign,
Yeah.
right? So no, it's not above the
I'm gonna leave
post.
that up to them, but it will be compliant.
Yeah, it's watermill. I'm not doing.
And I think the colors are okay. They've been approved, and the design, the size, the scale, I think is adequate. So I see no issues other than making the comment that the number should be placed below the sign.
Do you want it below the sign, or?
I think in terms of the design, it'd probably hung underneath the logo. The same size as you have on the post, as long as we can see it from the street, I think is adequate. Above the column or above the header of the sign might look a little awkward. Either way, as long as it's visible from the street.
As long as it complies?
Right.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna suggest that they follow what you're suggesting, that it be below. I'm looking at it myself, I think it should be below.
Thank you. That's it. That's all my comments.
Mr. Rumpf?
I have no issues with the proposed sign.
Excellent. Mr. Wright?
I'm okay, Mr. Chairman.
Ms. Keys?
No issues.
And Mr. Halloran?
No issues.
All right, great. So do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve with the stipulation of the number being placed either below or above the logo.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? None. All right, so we're carried. Thank you, Tim.
Okay, thank
Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. Have a good day.
Next on the agenda, Rivian LLC, number 1 Montauk Highway.
Are they on Zoom?
They might be. Kev, anybody on Zoom for that?
I don't have any hands up yet. Oh, I got a hand.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to be? Do you want to push them to the end?
They're not.
Yeah, you got nobody, Kevin, right now?
Oh, no, they're joining right now.
Yeah, okay. Right at the turn. Was it the? It's like the outdoor furniture or something like that, right?
In the corner there.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh yeah, now we can.
Sorry about that. Yep.
I think it's in
So-
highway business. So, yeah.
Highway business.
It's highway business.
Is there someone, is there a Lewis that has requested to join? Do you know?
No.
Okay.
I don't see a Lewis.
Sorry.
Well, I can go through the application. I believe it's been in front of you guys. I apologize. I'm the representative from Rivian, but
Can you state your name and
yeah,
how
my
you're
name
affiliated?
is Justin Ackerman. I'm with Rivian Automotive. Our consultant who put these drawings together should be joining. He should be on, but regardless, I think what we're in for right now is the sort of Rivian word mark above the entry door, as you can see in the elevation there, and then the western facing emblem, I think labeled C. It's actually the CL.2, or sorry, CL.1 on the elevation number 1 in that drawing.
Okay, Justin, why don't we start with the wall sign? Is there any lighting going to be incorporated into that sign?
So we had originally planned for lighting there, but I think it is not code compliant. So we will not have any halo lighting with that sign.
Okay. I don't see any issue, and we're going to approve it without lighting. So if you do change your mind, you'll have to reapply.
Okay, appreciate it.
I have no other comments.
Or are we calling wall sign for at least our purposes? Is that the E1,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, so I just want to just make that note. That's it. So the E1 is the wall sign. Mr. Rumpf?
I should have brought my glasses, but I'm trying to understand what's underneath Rivian. Is that really relative and pertinent?
What is it?
Yeah.
Charging outpost.
Oh, is that part of it?
Yeah, it is. It's sort of the name of the project specifically. The type of retail that it is.
In the past, it's really just if you look at the code, it's just an identity or place of identity. And to me, that would be advertising, to me.
I agree, and I didn't notice it, so thank you for pointing that out.
I would like to just see Rivian there.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's my comment.
what is the requirement that would eliminate that?
Well, if you look at the code, the idea of the code is to create identity of place.
Mm-hmm.
And the town board, when they approved this code, were very cognizant of the fact that they didn't want to see advertising.
So that's the actual. That will be the
highway
name.
business as well.
Okay.
That's kind of where that comes into play
Right.
as well. So the name
Gotcha.
of your business obviously is Rivian. It's not Rivian Charging Outpost. So Charging Outpost is an additional.
The name of this
put
project
that in
though,
the
when you
window.
Right.
okay.
All right, that could be added to any window graphics that you have the ability to, but and the code allows for that.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to keep going to everybody else, Justin. Mr. Wright?
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Mr. Rumpf on the charging outpost. What is the maximum allowed though in the window?
25%.
25%, right? Yeah, I mean that's my only comment. Everything else is fine with the sign.
Mr. Burke?
This was before us before, but what's the use of that building? Is that where people go and hang out while their cars are charging? Or like what happens inside?
And we also
there?
have sales on site. Like it's all done. We actually don't perform any sales on site, but it is zoned for automotive sales, and we do have representatives on site that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they can speak to
All right.
sales components.
All right. I agree. I think
So
I think it can be
my consultant is on, but
Would you like to link them in?
yeah. He said he's been trying to connect. apologies. Can you guys not see his hand?
He's joining now.
Okay.
Hello?
Louis, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Now we can see you and hear you.
I'm sorry about that. I've been trying since, been trying to jump on here, and for some reason I was unable to.
All right, can
Sorry
you just
about
state
that.
your name?
My name is Louis Quintana. I'm with Gable Signs.
All right, Louis, so far right now, we're only looking at the E1 wall sign.
Yes, sir.
And we're going around the board. Right now, the consensus is the Rivian is no problem. The charging outpost underneath that is going to have to be removed from the wall. It can be relocated. You can put it in the window under window graphics. But we're still going to go through the rest of the board just to see if there's anything any different. Ms. Keys?
I agree with the rest of the board.
Mr. Taglavia?
Yes, I'm going to reinstate based on the comments.
Yep. That we can see.
That we can see the charging outpost, but it has to be removed based on the code requirements.
You got it. And
In agreement with the rest of the board, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to make a motion then. Do I hear a motion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the wall sign with the removal of charging outposts underneath. So we're just approving the Rivian signage on the wall.
The E1 wall sign, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? All right, so that's carried. We're going to now move to the wall sign logo. So was that C1, C2?
The one that I have from the referral was CL2.
Okay. All right, so now we're talking about CL2. So you guys can start with that.
This is the customer's logo. It's a halo lit channel letters. It's not face lit. It's a halo lit, which the face is opaque, and the background would be a translucent where the light would shine through. Yeah, it's a smaller 2'6" by 2'7" logo. We had proposed one on each side on the east elevation and on the west elevation. Prior to this, to the customer Rivian going into that building, there were 3 elevations prior with the business that was there before. And we're just looking to do the exact same thing, put signs on, all 3 elevations. But for this purpose of the ARB board, we're looking for approval for this elevation.
Okay, so just this one elevation right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, does that conclude your presentation then for this one?
Yes, sir.
This is the west side we're doing?
CL2.
Two, so the east side.
East side.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
All right, Mr. Taglavia.
Yeah, I see no issue. I believe that this zoning allows in this business district. So I see no issue.
Mr. Rumpf?
I'm a bit confused. Is that a window that logo is applied over? Because you talked about it being translucent and the light coming through it. So I'm just a bit confused. If you could just tell me what that is, please?
Are you able to see, if I shared a screen, an image of what of what I'm talking about? Would that,
Yeah, that
Am
would
I-
help.
do I-
Yeah, I'm just a bit confused.
I agree.
let me,
Was it a porthole and then now they're just putting this there? Is that what we're thinking?
No.
I don't know. I don't know
Or does
what
it have
what it
power?
is really, so.
That's
So
what Corrigan's was.
the face and the return, which is the side wall, it's
Okay.
all aluminum, meaning, so it'll be opaque. No light will shine forward or on the face.
Okay,
The only lighting that we'll have would come from the back side of the letter. So based on your code, this property falls under HB, which is highway building,
yep,
which they do allow a internally illuminated sign with some speculation, but we feel that we have met the codes by having the opaque face, and the translucent part of that would be on the back side. So as the light reflects, it would shine on the back side, giving a halo effect around the letter.
okay. That's what I needed to understand. I didn't see the detail of it, so thank you.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Mr. Ray?
I'm okay.
Mr. Burke?
Yeah, just at that intersection at this corner, I'm just hesitant. I didn't know this was illuminated in any way.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
Yeah, we're talking on the wall and the backlit, that's it.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Ms. Keys?
No issues.
No
with it.
issues. And
Thank
Mr. Hanlon?
No issues.
All right, now I don't have any issues either, so can I hear a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve as submitted
Second.
for CL2, sorry.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? No. All
I
right.
just have a question. So what happens to the other one? The west elevation?
You coming back, Louis, for another one?
Yes, Marge said.
Yes, based on your codes and per the recommendation of Marjorie, we will be submitting for a variance for the other elevation. And also, there is a proposed monument sign that we will be proposing for the zoning board.
Okay, so we'll see you again.
Yes, sir.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda, site plan review sign application, 192 West Montauk Highway, Hampton Bays for the 7-Eleven. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is Peggy Kelly. My office is Kelly's Expediting at 2150 Smithtown Avenue, Suite 5 in Ronkonkoma, New York. I was in front of the ARB board last month with the proposed 7-Eleven sign going in Hampton Bays. I then appeared in front of the planning board on June 26th, and they denied the sign style. They requested that we consider the style that was done in the village of Hampton Bays previously. It's more of a monument type sign. So I went back to 7-Eleven and asked them what they would like to do. So we have now conformed the sign more to what is at the Hampton Bays location. I can show you pictures.
Village of West Hampton.
The village of West Hampton.
The one right by the railroad tracks, that's what we're mimicking? Okay. Because they have gas pumps.
Yeah,
And that's
pumps
what
there.
this is gonna have too.
This is the sign that's located
In West Hampton.
West Hampton.
Right on
yeah.
31.
Incorporated Village of West Hampton Beach.
This is the existing in West Hampton.
The planning board was opposed to the post sign that we had previously proposed. We are also limited to the number of colors that we can put on our monument sign based on the ZBA application that was done back in 2022. We're limited to 4 colors. So we have removed the orange from the top of the 7. and the 7 will be a solid red color. Background is white behind the 7. Basically, it will look like this sign. Except that we're not doing the light bar on the top. We've gone back to the gooseneck lighting, and we'll be doing gooseneck lighting over, again, the wall sign on the building. Size remains the same at 32 square feet. Height remains the same. Setback will remain the same. The base of the monument sign will be consistent with the material on the base of the proposed building.
And do you have a site plan in there too, where it's gonna be located?
The site plan, yes, is 10 feet from, we got 6 feet. Our CBA approval allowed us 6 feet instead of 20. And that's what was before the board last month.
Gotcha. Kelly, do we have that, just to,
No, I don't
Remem-
have that.
okay.
The only thing I have is the new
just
one.
kind of want to see where it was located, that's it.
I have a paper copy if you'd like to see it, sir.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
This was the proposed sign that went in front of the zoning board that I brought in front of this board last month.
Okay, I got you. Oh, yeah, here, that's the electrical box that I keep passing, okay. And then all the trees and stuff. All right, and then the wall sign, did we do that for you the last time, or you're gonna come back?
No, the wall sign's staying as I presented to the board.
All right,
last
so
time.
there's, and that was already approved. Okay, excellent, so we're just talking about the monument sign. All right, Mr. Taglavia, you again.
I think it's an improvement from the previous submission, and I agree with the changes. And I think with the 7 being all red and eliminating the orange top, because this rendering still appears to have the orange top to me, I would recommend approval as submitted.
And I'd like to point out, we are putting the number on the base of the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Below the base.
Mr. Rumpf?
The only question, whenever you put numbers on the bottom of the sign, I assume that there's no landscape treatment going to be at the base of the sign?
You'd have to look at the site plan to see what was proposed.
Because, it just seems like it, from an aesthetic standpoint, it might be a little different to have it on the top, but it's a little bit easier for the emergency people to see it.
Looking where the proposed location is
Yeah.
and driving past, they do have ground shrubbery, but not where this is. It's kind of behind it to eliminate the electrical, or just so you can't see the electrical
Can you
box.
zoom into that?
This one?
Yeah.
Well, that's just my concern,
So
Mr.
then I
Chairman.
think we can make that comment in it, that make sure that we don't have any ground shrubbery blocking the number, so emergency services at least can see.
Yeah, with the limit, not being able to put it on the post or on the side of the sign, to put it on the top, with our goosenecks coming over, it would probably reflect better on the base.
So we're just gonna make sure that that number stays clear. That's basically what we're gonna say. Mr. Wright?
No, I agree with everybody here.
Everyone so far? Mr. Burke?
No comment.
Ms. Keys?
No problem.
Mr. Allen?
I'm in agreement with the board.
All right, and I'm gonna agree with all the comments as well. So this is site plan review. Do we just send a letter, Care? That's it? Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
So Peggy, we will send the letter back to planning, I guess, and then with our recommendations.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, next, Hayground School Arts and Science Building, 151 Mitchell Lane, Bridgehampton. Oh, so this was Michael's?
Hello.
Yeah, it's good.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David Barrage, the architect for the Hayground School. I think I've been in front of you before, and in between then and now, we've actually modified the building, made it simpler and cleaner. We've taken off the roof classroom and removed one of the stair towers, so the building is sitting cleaner on the site. And we've moved the lobby and reduced the size of that because we're not having an elevator shaft going all the way to the roof. So the building is compressed and simplified, but everything is the same as last time we approved it.
Okay.
Do you mind refreshing our memory about the exterior materials, the roof and the sidewalls?
If you go to slide 7, basically it's adjacent to an existing building. The siding will match what the vertical siding from the dining room, and the red will be matching the cementitious material that's on the main building. So essentially, it's the two materials that are there now will be the palette for the
Great.
building.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Taglavia, now this is gonna be your new area.
Yes.
No, it's my area.
Is it still?
Look. Yeah.
All right, Ms. Keys, take over.
Have at it.
I think it looks beautiful. And the red in your design doesn't look like the red that's actually on the building.
It's a little faded and trying to get the match. It's gonna be what is that thing. And of course, when we paint it, it'll be a little bit redder because it's gonna be newer. Red is one of the, you know about reds.
Right.
But it's going to mimic basically what's there now, correct?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So to match existing.
Right.
Okay.
I think it looks fine. Thank you.
Good. Mr. Ron?
I have no issues, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Wright?
No, as long as it matches existing, I have no issues at all.
Mr. Burke?
No issues.
Mr. Taglavia?
No further comments.
Mr. Hammond?
No issues, Mr.
I don't have any additional comments either, so, is this another one, do we just send to,
No, actually,
You want us to-
you guys vote on because they don't go in front of the planning board at all.
all right, perfect, so do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted.
Second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, it's carried, thank you. Appreciate you guys coming in.
And ladies, for your time.
Hi, guys.
All right, next, 975 Flying Point Road, substantial residential.
That's me.
That's you?
That's Mike.
It is mine. All right, we're going back to Mr. T.
Okay.
All right, good morning.
Good morning. Michael Shiano from InterScience Research Associates on behalf of the applicant. Jason Kahn is on Zoom, who is the principal of the LLC that owns the property.
Kevin, you see him?
Bring him in now.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so 975 Flying Point Road is a 2.91 acre site, but after the wetlands and the buffer area that were required by the Environment Division, we have about 38,000 square feet to work with. The proposed house is 11,290 square feet spread across 2 floors. The house itself, because of its flood zone, which is AE 13, but it's in a coastal A zone, so we have to elevate the bottom of the lowest horizontal member up to elevation 15, which places the first floor at 17. So the actual height of the house from the first floor where you put your feet to the ridge is about, I just had here, 28 feet. So the 2 ridges, gable ridges, comply with the 45-foot elevation requirement of under a zoning. There is a roof deck that is in between both of those gables. Kind of an elegant solution to provide a roof deck, but also kind of provide privacy for that and also anyone that's around it. Those gables are 7 feet tall when measured from the roof deck, so they help to screen the neighbor to the west and also the Flying Point Road. And there's also decking that goes around the house, and we're further limited in terms of what we could do in terms of screening and such because of where the septic system had to go. But we are proposing on the, Kelly, I think that there is a survey that I had marked up. There we go. So along the west side of the property, you can actually see where there's the property line, and then there's a wall on the neighbor's property, and then there's kind of a thin strip of land there. And the neighbor has several shrubs there. We're going to match that along the eastern side of the house. And then along the property line, along the road, there will be hedges that will be planted there. and similar, if not identical, to the renderings that were provided. So those are the existing shrubs that are there.
And you're keeping those?
Those are on the neighbor's property.
That's the neighbor's
So you're
property.
gonna mimic?
And you're gonna
We're
mimic
gonna
that
mimic that, yeah.
on the other side?
On the other side to provide
Even further.
even more screening if necessary. And that's from Flying Point Road, looking basically like from the bridge area towards from the southeast of the house. Look at the southeast corner, and you can see where we're going to add shrubs there. Actually, the vegetation that's probably on the bottom left corner of that image is existing native vegetation, and then from the wetland setback forward to
Do you
where
have a landscape plan?
we do not. Because of where we were proposing to clear, essentially everything that is less than 100 feet from the wetlands is just going to remain native and natural, and then we're able to clear everything else, and there's just going to, right now the proposal is just to have hedging and screening from the street along the property line edge. Jason, do you have anything to add to that?
Not much. Just that we're very proud of the the collaboration in getting this harmonious to the environment, not just a cold structure. We brought in red cedar, the gables, and to make it harmonious with that area. And the inspiration was the first steam vessel that came to Southampton port. So as you can see, the two gables going out is the wing of the vessel. Just thank you for having us, and it was quite the journey to get to this.
Concluded? Yes. All right. Mr. Tagliavia?
Yeah, I can certainly appreciate what the code requirements and having to start at elevation 17, trying to minimize, how obtrusive the structure is. So, kudos to that. It is a large structure. One thing that I'm interested in knowing is how you're handling the exterior lighting at the side of the wetlands. It's going to be visible. I see large overhangs, which would sort of shield the large curtain wall systems, but what exterior lighting are you proposing for those terraces?
I mean, it's definitely going to be a recessed lighting that you really just lights the decking area below, but it's not something that projects out. So it's going to be recessed into the cladding that's above the ceilings and very concealed. So it would be, downwards lighting.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to note that that's something
Absolutely.
that we would require. Try to stay away from wall sconces that are.
Sure, it's actually recessed LEDs that will be in between the boards that are in that overhang.
Great.
That shoots down.
Okay, and then what about on the roof deck?
On the roof deck, it would be on decking lighting, so it would be kind of cove lighting that is pathway. So there will be nothing that is on the the overhangs and the or the chimneys or that stairway that the elevator comes up on. So it's actually going to be you wouldn't be able to really project outside of the that decking area.
Has that been detailed? Do you have a detail that shows the roof
We
terrace?
don't have it, not at this time now. But I know from what we architect and what we discuss, it's definitely just pathway lighting that is, on the floor level, not elevated.
Okay, I just want to avoid having lighting that points directly into the sky. If it's something we can get on a wall surface or implement some kind of cove system that shields the lighting and points down as opposed to up.
Sure, we can
I would like
definitely
to
incorporate
make that
that.
recommendation.
Absolutely.
And then you had mentioned Western red cedar siding. Is it also carrying onto the roofing as well?
Yes, absolutely.
And then what about the material, the windows and the clapboard that you have illustrated here?
So it's what we project. We're proposing weather shield windows, and it's a cladding trim. It's made up of a composite with aluminum on the surround of the windows.
Okay, and is it a dark gray? Is it a black? What is the?
It's proposed now as a black.
Black, okay.
Mhm.
And then on this bump out, sort of it's almost a added detail onto the side of the gable ends. Is that same cedar siding, or are you changing the materials there?
Which view are we talking about?
So on the view that we're showing right now, what is this
here-
labeled?
Facing Mecox, I would assume?
This is that's the kind of the north side that we're looking at on that. We're standing on Flying Point Road on the north east corner, looking towards the north side and the east side of the house.
I got it. So we're proposing a kind of it's a wood product, but it's been enhanced to weather. It doesn't weather as the typical cedar. So it's a composite that looks like wood. So it's like a wood cladding, kind of like a decking kind of material.
And that's a gray color.
That's a grayish, woodish color. Yeah, it's really looks as natural as possible.
Okay, I'd like to see, if the board, approves this today, I would like a stipulation that we see a sample of that, whether a photograph or a specification included with the
We can
solution.
absolutely provide that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the material of the chimneys themselves.
Right now, we just have proposed that it's a very clayish stucco that would kind of blend into the color match the cedar roof.
Okay. Just understand whatever's submitted today will be written in our approval. So if it's changed, you have to come back in front of the approval process.
Understandable.
That concludes my comments.
Mr. Rumpf?
Yeah, I have a concern about that east elevation. I mean, that it's so prominent on Flying Point Road. We're in between two things. The owner wants to be able to see Mecox Bay, but do the people who ride down, with their cars and their bikes and walk on Mecox really want to see that large facade that's there? So it's tough. The rendering shows it only really screening the cars from the inside, but not really taking care of the, the view from the road to the house. Part of the issue too is that, you're showing planting in the right of way.
In that case,
in these renderings, the planting goes all the way to the road edge.
In the rendering, yeah.
All right, so, again, you say hedging material. Is it evergreen? Is it privet? Privet semi, deciduous out here, especially in this area. So I'd consider using evergreen hedging material, and really to get, it should be, to me, if that's showing 6 or 7 feet, it should be 12 to 13 feet tall at that point, just to soften the impact of the visual impact of the facade on Flying Point Road.
All right.
And there's not a lot of room, but something should be done that way.
All right. So we can note that and then maybe make a contingency.
Yeah, I'd like to see what,
Exactly.
what actually the plant that's going to be planted. And,
Right.
and Michael and I can look at it and, we don't have to come back here.
All right.
But
So
we can-
evergreen screening between 12 and 13 feet tall.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So like your landscape plan, we'll get to that at the end, but we can make a contingency for now, and then you'll get the complete approval after you submit that to us, but you don't have to come back to us. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So, at least that's been noted.
So those are the only comments that I have, Mr. Chairman.
All right, excellent. Mr. Wright?
I'm going to echo Mr. Rumpf and Mr. Taglavia. I agree with the landscape plan, but I also do think that we need to see a detailed lighting plan, just because of the wide openness and overlooking the Mecox Bay. I think that's crucial to see that.
Absolutely.
As well. Other than that, I have no other I have no other real issues with the project.
Is there a specific part of the, I mean, the roof deck, obviously, but is there, or were you looking for the site in total?
I think the site in total, just because I'm sure there's going to be, are you planning on doing any landscape lighting or anything of that nature as well?
I'm not sure. Could be, Jason, any landscape lighting?
I mean, it's really not much to landscape, right? It would be very minimal, very minimal.
Okay, so we would just need to minimally see that plan, along with, you know, the roof deck and the other lighting on the whole structure itself.
Bill, can I add something? I think
Absolutely.
a rendering of the night view of it, because those windows on Flying Point Road, it's going to be, if they're lit up, it's going to be like a beacon.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that's a concern that we have. You know, those windows on that east side.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
You know. So if there could be some sort of a rendering that gives us an idea of what that's going to look like, if that could be done, that'd be great, Mike.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Yep, I'm good. Thank you.
Ms. Keys?
I agree with, I feel like it's very important to have a lighting and landscape plan that's much clearer to make the decision. And as Tim said, it would be fantastic to have a view from the night because it would be so visible. It's going to have a lot of impact, this house, in the community where it is. So I think it's really important that we soften its visible impact. So thank you.
And Mr. Hanlon?
I'm in agreement with the board here on the lighting for the house and the structure at night, given the coastal proximity and just the overall environment here. So seeing the night rendering, I think, would be very helpful.
Okay. So just to reiterate then, I'll agree with everybody that's here. So at least exterior lighting, if we can get a nighttime rendering, that'll show us the roof deck and the exterior sconce or non-sconces, the recessed lighting, stuff like that. And also interior lighting as it would project, as well as sample color of the composite wood that you have on those bump outs, and a landscape plan, detailed landscape plan. So you tell us what you're planning, heights, those sort of things. I will put it out to the boards to make a motion, hopefully having those contingencies. So do I hear a motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we do require, based on the numerous changes that we are recommending, that they do come back for a follow-up.
Okay.
I agree with that, yeah.
That's enough that it warrants it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then we're not going to do an approval then today, Michael, so that you have marching orders as far as the few things that we're looking for, and then we'll get you on as soon as possible when you have those. All right.
Should I just submit those to Carrie?
Yes, that's correct. All right. So we're just going to do it that way. Just there's too many things to individually approve. Okay. All right,
Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm staying here for the next one.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jason.
All right. Thanks, Jason. All right. Next, 191 Highland Terrace, Bridgehampton.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and the board.
Good morning.
Cassidy Walsh with InterScience on behalf of the client.
And someone from Purple Cherry Architects should also be on Zoom.
All right.
Either Mitchell or Peter.
Let us know if you see anybody, Kev.
Yeah, I have two people.
Excellent. Great. This is also going to be, yes.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Hi, everybody. Mitchell August with Purple Cherry Architects. And I believe my colleague Peter Guidetti should be jumping on here shortly.
Hey, guys.
How are
Good
you?
morning.
Morning.
Nice to see you.
Good morning.
All right, so go ahead.
Great. Once again, Michael Shiano with InterScience on behalf of the applicant as well. So this is 191 Highland Terrace in Bridgehampton. This property is, without the flagpole, it's about 2.7 acres. And so the property itself is just over like 1,000 some odd square feet from, and the house as proposed will be about 1,700 linear feet from the street. So the proposed house is 14,052 square feet, and there's also a proposed pool house that is 493 square feet. This is also in a FEMA flood zone, where the first floor elevation, we're in an AE 11 zone. So the first floor has to be at elevation 13, and so the proposed house is about 31 foot tall, so it's closer as opposed to the last one where we were kind of more squished on that. In this case, we are, the house is set back actually a little bit greater than the minimum setback from the wetlands and from the water. So we're the house itself is 175 feet from the wetlands, and the swimming pool and deck area or patio area is 135 feet from the water. And I'll open it up to the architect, Sherry, to talk more about the design.
Peter, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so we approached this house as a pretty large house, but we utilized the shingle style to kind of not only keep with the character of the neighborhood, but also to help soften the scale and to break down some of the elements. So, we looked to some houses from McKee Mead and White that had sort of a cat slide or kind of swept roofs. We incorporated that wherever we could. We also broke the house down in terms of its scale, with the garage component being more like an old carriage house, so that again, we create that little bit of a wing to not make it feel so large, and also to help it kind of fit on the site, not only with the recreation tennis court, but within the sort of flag shaped boundaries that we have, not only from the water setbacks, but also the landward side as well. And completely done in shingles and trim, roof shingles and also wall shingles. So very in keeping with the character of the Hamptons. And yeah, just a great project for us, very important project. Lots of windows and brackets and porches help soften the house and give it a lot of interest and detail. But I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have.
Kelly, can you just go to the landscape plan?
Mm-hmm.
So on the, I think there's also a site plan. From the authority as well.
Do you have a hard copy of that?
Yes.
Can I just see that? Thank you. Sorry to interrupt you.
No problem. So on the north side and on the south side of this house, there'll be evergreen screening, and then in addition, on the southeast side of the house, there are two tupelos, which are the southeasternmost two trees there, and a swamp white oak, which after they reach mature age will be between 30 and 50 feet tall.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
The neighbor to the north, there is a retaining wall with hedges and screening vegetation on top already. And I believe that we submitted a photograph of that. Yeah, so this is from a viewing platform, so that's what exists in terms of screening, and we're just going to be supplementing that. There were communications with the neighbor to the north, and there is pool equipment behind the pool house, and there is hedging all around that pool equipment to ensure that that is screened from view and also noise attenuation and such.
Kelly, could you just push out a little bit? I'm concerned about the neighbor across the creek. You know what that looks like?
Yeah, that's better.
Is that mislabeled to me? Isn't Sagaponack east of Bridgehampton?
It says Bridgehampton, but when I go on Google Maps, it says Sagaponack.
Okay.
This is
I
the
thought
Ham-
Highland Terrace was in Bridgehampton,
We are in Bridgehampton.
but it shows here that to the west is the village of Sagaponack?
No.
It's not west, it's still east.
Yeah, it's just,
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. I'm looking at it wrong. I'm old.
I couldn't see the screen.
Right. Yeah. North is up, that's right. No, that's just the concern I had about the view of this house, the proposed house, from those neighbors across the street.
There will be about
Mostly just for Tim, if he wants to open that up. You wanna look at this one?
so the area of land between the water and the house, so the area of the wetlands and the water is about 33,000 square feet. And because it's a vacant piece of property, we have we're going to 100 feet of vegetated area between that, and that was also approved by Marty Shea. So if there is a concern about this use in plantings, I'm not really sure what we could do there.
No, I just wanted to see, I don't know if there's anything you can do.
Right.
Are there phragmites in front of that?
Very, very little.
Really?
Because this was a farm field, so they were actually, so the existing clearing goes down. This is actually, because this is this year, you can see a line where our clients had actually put up a fence. But if you go back a year or two, the clearing actually goes further down towards the water. And so there's really just a thin line of phragmites down by the water. But also the elevation rises up, just to be transparent about it. So that area that looks like it's vegetated isn't all just phragmites, which is not common in this area.
That's fortunate.
Yeah.
Very fortunate. Okay. I have no other comments at all.
All right. Concludes your presentation?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Taglavia?
Is there any landscape lighting plan?
There's not a landscape lighting plan. I think, most of the lighting that will be installed will be, low path lighting to get to the various places around the property itself. But, we will be very cognizant and conscious of avoiding any sort of uplighting that will, create any sort of light pollution that will disrupt any neighbors or anything like that.
Okay, are there exterior elevations available too? I just saw renderings, I didn't see elevations.
Yep, there we are.
I have to.
So the exterior elevations, they should be part of the package as well. If you're speaking to the lighting on the elevations, those are not shown, but kind of in the same but opposite thought process there. Any of the lighting that will be on the house will be at strategic locations for the man door usage. Most of the light fixtures that we typically put in our homes are shielded on the top and used solely to shine down on the ground and just to illuminate kind of the entrance areas to the getting in and out of the buildings.
All right, the building department will require, sconces to code at entry points, so I would recommend adding those before you move to the next
Will do,
step.
thank you.
Is LaGuardia, I see LaGuardia is the landscape architect, are they going to be implementing that landscape plan, or is that something that's going to be owner-driven and guided?
I believe LaGuardia will be driving it. I know they're talking with the owners right now about the intended scope of work for them. It will either be all LaGuardia or possibly a combination of the two.
Okay, I would recommend that, although it may not interfere with the approval of the building, that we'd want that submitted to this board just to review.
Absolutely. Okay.
That being what? I'm sorry, just to
The
clarify.
landscape lighting
The
plan.
landscape lighting.
And what materials are you proposing for the water table underneath the shingles?
It is going to be a full bed stone veneer. Because the wall shingles are going to be natural cedar, we're probably going to be sticking in more of the warmer tones of the stone itself. But it'll be, like I said, a full bed stone veneer and a thin stone veneer on the chimneys that will be cut from the same stone as the water table itself.
Okay, if you could provide some images or, some perspective materials and tones
Absolutely.
to this board,
Of
that'd
course.
be great. And then what about the roof system? Are any of these bay windows or the decorative features, what type of metal are you proposing? It just says flat seam metal.
Yeah, so we're with the wood shingles that we're using. We think the beauty of the living finish is very apparent on this house. So we're proposing to use the same living finish for the standing seam metal. So it'll be a copper roof that will age with both the roof shingles and the wall shingles as well.
Okay. I think that's it. I think it's beautifully done. It's a large scale project, but I think it's designed and broken up well to ground the structure. I think you definitely achieved that. So that concludes my comments.
Mr. Rumpf?
I have no other comments.
Mr. Wright?
No, I follow the board.
Mr. Burke?
No comments.
Ms. Keys?
I agree with the rest of the board, and I think that the outdoor lighting is essential to have some clarity. But other than that, I think it's great.
Mr. Hamlin?
Well, there's
Or no additional comments, Mr. Chair.
I mean, they've got to meet the dark sky compliant code.
Right.
So that's really not in our purview, I don't think.
I agree.
So as long as they meet the code, just like everything else they do, I think that's part of what the code enforcement in the building department does.
And do you think we need any additional landscape plan, or what
No.
they have is good?
It's fine.
Okay. All right. So then do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No. All right, so carried.
Thank you. Just as a general question, because it does seem that now more than in previous times that I've been before this board, and I completely understand, but that lighting is a higher concern. So in the future, would it be helpful for us to provide a landscape lighting plan or something like that with submissions for substantial residential applications?
Well, it's always going to help, right? So the more information that we have would be helpful.
And I think this board
And the
asked for
other
it more
part is that when
waterfront.
it's on the ocean, when it's on the water, it might be the code that it is in the front of the building, but the code doesn't necessarily follow the back of the building. And it still adds an enormous amount of, water on the water. It puts all the light there too.
Of course. I asked the question so that the next time that I go to submit it, I can say that the board has advised me that something like this kind of a plan is helpful for their review, because a lot of times we get to that stage and they're like, well, we haven't prepared it yet. Do you really think that it'd be helpful or necessary? So that's
Property
why I asked.
specific too. I mean, more
Yeah,
properties.
Of course, right. As Ms. Keys said, especially if it's on the ocean or on the water, but, right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, 400 Main Street, Queoc.
Presentation. Sorry.
Thanks, Eric. Oh. I can't see the screen.
So we have been here before. This was submitted to and Mr. Jankowski. See if there were glaring issues. And I think we have responded to your questions. I hope you agree. There is the first page. Would you like me to just run through? Or?
Yeah, I think so. Why don't we do that, Eric? Okay. So go ahead, take over.
The first page is a different aerial. It just shows the construction that had started inappropriately or not before. And the what's called the existing swimming pool was built at the time, so it shows that. Excuse me, existing screening is. The next is the plot plan, which shows all the dimensions. I know, Ms. Keys, you were concerned about that particularly.
Is this? Show us a video.
Third page is the landscape plan. Types of trees and heights, etc., are numbered. You can see that everything has the electric boxes are relocated onto the property. That was a concern of the neighbors and the board. And the perimeter screening is designed to hide that gate on Linden Lane, the wooden gate. Then next are the elevations. The first one is the one looking to Main Street. The kitchen, you may or may not recall, is in the center between the two wings, if you will. Decided not to put a window there because there's going to be a bunch of foundation plantings that would block it. And anyway, there's going to be screening, tall screening on perimeter at the street. The next elevation is the opposite side, showing the window in the kitchen that faces into the pool area, the center.
Eric, if I could just.
Sure.
This part on the back side here, there's going to be no windows again on this part as well. If you look right in your rendering, yeah, right there.
Yes, that's correct. But that's the part that comes towards you.
Towards you.
Right.
Okay.
So there are windows on the two sides of it. The next is the other side of that.
Okay.
The part that comes towards you, looking at least from, excuse me, Linden Lane. The third one is, this is looking west from the backyard, and the white area is, again, the kitchen. Next to the buildings.
Right.
So this one, whatever, but the other is the other side of what you were asking about.
Got it. Yep. Thank you.
The next one is the garage, which is fairly straightforward, I think. And the floor plans, which are not, we had them in before, so I included them. I don't think it's really, we're not inside folks, but there it is. So we didn't want to keep it. And we eliminated the famous window that looked out over the peak that was added. So that's not there anymore. And then there are the renderings, which are pretty self-explanatory. The first one is from Main Street, showing the windows that you had previously requested in the driveway. The next one is from Linden Lane. Now, this one doesn't show the screened gate. That's on the next one. And the reason for that is so you could see what it looks like. And again, these are after that is the aerial, which is the same view from Linden Lane, but from Bird's Eye View. And it shows the taller trees that you wanted, 12 to 14 foot. I'm looking at this one now.
Right, okay.
And the existing trees plus the trees that are added. And the plantings around the windows and the foundation plantings and trees, et cetera, that are shown in the landscape plan. And the last rendering shows the interior, that's the existing pool. And it's not totally, but there are two, if you will, sheds and changing rooms, and the space between them is open. So it's just covered, roofed over, but open.
An open cabana?
Yeah.
Okay.
In between the two. And again, if you go back to the first page, you can see the outlines of where the two enclosed buildings. You agree with me on what you. The materials are cedar shingles, the roof is asphalt, and the reason that was chosen, twofold. One is a question of durability, balance of durability and expense. The cedar shingles, in my own experience, more importantly in the contractors nowadays, are not as long-lasting as they used to be. So the thought was to use high-grade asphalt tiles that match the ground. And also, if you look at the aerial, you can see it on the cover page. Most of the houses around it have asphalt. See, there are a couple with cedar shingles. The majority are asphalt shingles.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be, but that concludes for now then, Eric? Okay. All right, so it's my area still, all right? So then I'm just gonna open with my comments. I appreciate your changes and everything that you've done that we've asked for over these couple of months. We could see the efforts that you did put into it, so I just want you to know it's appreciated. Mine on the, I mean, you softened, you did what you could with the structure. So I'm just gonna kind of focus more on the landscaping plan.
Sure.
So where you did some of the foundation ones, where we're adding a couple of the trees. My recommendation, or I think in order for me to be okay, is we're doing the T3 green giants all the way around, which were the 12 to 14s, except I'm gonna call it the north edge. I would like to see you put.
That's the north.
Yeah, I'm on the north property line, however you wanna call it.
Okay.
So I'm looking at your, you know what I mean, here. Where it's basically the only one that doesn't have it.
Doesn't have.
The T3 green giants. We're just kind of using these existing maples. I would.
Oh, you mean along here?
That's correct.
Yeah.
I would.
You can see them. They're quite on the area.
Right, but they're maples. So my I guess comments would be I'd like to see another line of the T3 green giants down. So to basically circle the whole property.
Okay, so that's essentially an east-west line along the north.
On the north side. There you go. Yep. As far as that, I'm going to let everybody else go through, but that would be my, in addition. You did everything else that you could with what we're working with. Mr. Rumpf.
I have no further issues. I think they've kind of listened to us in terms of screening and softening the property. So I have no further issues.
Are you okay with
Yeah.
where I'm asking for that?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you reiterate? I was looking at.
So, all right, so let's just go to the landscaping plan,
thank
page
you.
3A 101.
Yep.
That's kind of where I was focusing on. And then, lack of a better term, the left side of what we're looking at, which would be the north.
76?
Yeah,
Okay.
so, where it's utilizing the existing maples and they're adding all 12 to 14 green giants around the other three sides.
Yeah.
I think we should just do that fourth side as well, so they can kind of, I don't know, I'm sure there's a term for that, where they're just behind the maples, so
Yeah,
it kind of
just
just
inside of
thickens the,
Well, the maples are deciduous, so in the wintertime,
it's gone.
they're gone.
Yeah, okay.
If I may,
There's no real low, 6 foot.
No,
in
on the
lower, so-
maples, right? Yeah, they stick too high, okay.
So do you want the same?
Let's just go around to everybody, Eric, all right? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Understand, but the same 12 to 14? the
Absolutely.
same-
Yeah, the same T3 on your schedule. It's just a matter of just adding it into that line as well, is what my recommendation is. Let's just see. You all set, Mr. Rump?
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Wright?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys all saw, we got a email from one of the fellow neighbors who live on 10 Linden Lane. I'm just trying to understand, based on his picture, where that is on this. It's your house?
We look right at.
I see that. Yeah.
I think what.
That's what I
By
wanted
me adding or asking them to add that kind of addresses.
That's
that.
what I was just clarifying. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Perfect. I agree with that.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Any other comments then on that one?
No.
Mr. Burke?
No, I think if, I agree with you, Ted, if we make that revision though, I'd like to have a vote today and maybe make that revision to the landscaping plan subject to Mr. Rump's review as we typically do.
Right. I think that would be no. Ms. Keys?
I just want to point out one thing, that in all the plans, there is not this proposed seasonal pool house and the covered porch and proposed seasonal pool house, which is a significant part of the building. Although in the initial stage here, it says it, but then it's not on any of the plans when we talk about the rest of it, right? So I don't really know what that means because it's a structure. It's not a non-structure. So when you say proposed, I don't know. It just does.
I'm sorry.
Yes, please.
If you look at the last,
Right,
I think that shows it. It's on the left there, to the left of the pool.
right. It's a significant part of the thing. Is it, you know, I'm just saying that it's not in the rest of the plans. Anyway,
It's on the,
A100,
yeah, it's on the plot plan, A100.
A101.
It's got the pool, it says proposed seasonal pool house and covered porch. That's the covered area between. I think it's on
all right.
the landscape.
It's not in the elevation.
No.
Okay.
It's on the right part because I think we consider.
No, I understand.
Leaves, that's it.
But it's not on the rendering. It's as if it's not part of the square footage or the elevations. So,
What she's saying is the application submitted is only for a new single-family dwelling and garage.
right.
So pool house is not included. So we're only approving the main house and the garage.
Right.
I guess we can.
So that's
we
a
can simply-
question.
we can simply do that.
That's a
Then
question.
there's-
So the pool house is gonna be submitted as a separate application?
That's fine.
It appeared that, to me that way, Mr. Bergman, that it would be, if it's not part of this application, then the pool house would come back.
I believe that was
It's on
mentioned in the
notes all
previous
time.
meeting as
Yeah,
well.
In
yeah.
addition to.
Right.
Right, so it'd just be,
Yes,
put
but we
in an
did, we
application for
wanted
that.
to.
We could still go over all the other stuff.
We just clarified that, so it's
Right.
just that we're
We
just
can say
dealing
that.
with the garage and the main house.
Sure. I did.
So
just-
with that
it's
said,
there.
I agree that you've done a lot of work in order to do this, and the landscape plan looks very good.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Taglia?
Yes, I think to just reiterate, I believe last meeting it was stated that the pool house would be submitted separately. I'm just seeking for and it should be in the minutes from last meeting, just for the main house and for the garage. And I agree that There have been significant changes since, first submission months ago. And the efforts put forth matched what the comments were. So that's all I have.
Thank you.
No additional comments here, Mr. Chairman. I agree with the board.
Okay. All right, so at this time, I'm going to open it up to the floor, because we do have people that are in here. So if anyone from the floor would like to come up and make additional comments before we vote? Yeah, I assumed Kevin would be okay, so he's got one hand up.
Hi, I'm Brian Mahoney, a neighbor to the subject property. Thanks for adjusting the site plan to match what we've been talking about for the past 4 visits. Thanks for addressing the screening of our neighbor to the north. We still have a concern about the pedestrian gate on Linden Lane. And I know it's baffled on the site plan. In the renderings, it doesn't look baffled. And we're just wondering what its purpose is and why is it there? What is it going to do? How it's going to relate to the right-of-way that's there? And is it going to become a drive gate someday, which we don't want on Linden Lane? Again, Linden Lane's a private road.
Which gate?
The Linden Lane gate where they covered it, because that was our concerns last meeting about it not being screened.
Exactly.
So they kind of
Right.
did that, I'm sure there's a word for it. Okay, there you go.
So as it's, I'm sorry, go on.
No, that's about it. I thought they addressed it. To me, it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to, which is fine with comments as far as driveway no longer coming off of Linden. And I think that's pretty much in our.
That's really why I'm standing here now.
That's what I thought, right? So like, no, that's been completely eliminated. There's no more vehicle access to Linden. It's coming from the front where we have the driveway. And then we can simply just state that. I mean, they can have a gate on the side of their house. You know what I mean? Just for walking purposes, if we're gonna walk to town or something like that.
Okay, so we're concerned about landscape vehicles and that on Linden Lane. It's so narrow, one truck clogs up the whole road. So if that's going to be like become a service gate, it's going to be a little bit of a problem.
So
Choose my battles wisely.
code enforcement and building
I
department.
know what that's like driving everywhere in West Hampton.
It gets bigger, and that's all my concern. But if you just what you said now is all we needed to hear.
Yeah, that was
not be
one of my main
driveway.
concerns. Exactly. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that other
We're good
falls
now.
into the code enforcement.
You were right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All of the, I'm not a
Could you state your name first, sir?
Chase Gensrud. I'm not an expert on.
Why don't you come on up?
but I just want to make sure that all the plantings that are being put on are going to be on his property
Come on up.
or on that property.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're supposed to. Again,
Yeah, that's
that's
what's
a building
shown.
department and, yeah.
The only other thing I would say on behalf of the Linden 11 Plus, I think you guys, ladies, the board has done an outstanding job in looking out for the interests of the community of the town as it relates to this, because I know this has been long and arduous for everybody. And I would just say you guys have done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I appreciate
it.
Yeah, for all of us.
That's what we're supposed to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I'm George Lynch. I live at 400 Main, pardon me, I live at 380 Main. Nobody lives there yet. I live at 380 Main, which is 2 doors away from the proposed structure. And I thank the board for hearing us today and for hearing us right along as you have. My wife Ursula was with us the last couple of times. She couldn't be here this morning. She had to be at federal court up Island. But she asked me to convey her comments, which I will, please. She says the front door looks like our garage back door, a sneak-in door, she calls it. Also, the windows look to her still like those of an institution, school, hospital, or training center. The design is still very bland overall. I agree. I also want to add a couple of things, not entirely of my own. I want to echo Mr. Mahoney's comments
or comment about the gate on the Linden Lane side being, as he called it in his original email, a possible Trojan horse for a driveway. It may just be his phrasing, but you know, that really hit me. That concerns me very much. But I'm not an expert, so maybe that's not it. Also, something else, and I picked this up from the comments on another project this morning. There isn't anything in the way of a lighting plan, I don't think, presented here. And, you know, I can see this place 24 hours a day, and that's from my place 2 doors away. The height which we're talking about, I don't think is ever going to be screened unless you have some really, really big evergreens. So that I'm concerned with the lighting, and I suspect others will be too if they think about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, George. Appreciate that. Any other comments? Kevin, you see anybody online or anything like that?
No one on Zoom.
Okay. So then, all right, all comments and stuff have been heard. So then I'm going to ask, do we have a proposal?
I propose a motion to approve as this submitted, but the additional green giants along the northern property line to be submitted.
Submit those to you, Mr. Ramos?
We'll submit them to Kerry, and then she'll get in touch with, with me, and I'll come in and look at it, and we'll approve it there. There's no need to come back. Any other, I don't know if there's any other issues we need.
I mean, I guess maybe put a footnote in there that the gate, right?
Is not vehicular.
It's not for.
And that's
service.
access to no vehicular access.
Is walking only.
I don't know if we can really do that, but that's
That's another code?
That's another code issue.
Okay.
Well, we're approving only a pedestrian gate, so to say
Yeah.
for future use, we can't predict.
And I guess maybe if there was a lighting plan has to be submitted anyway.
But again, that's code. That's
so
not us.
Yeah, it's got to
We
comply
just
with dark sky,
Exactly.
compliant,
Right.
and everything else.
Right.
But those are the comments that I have in the motion.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Wait, one other
Oops,
thing.
sorry.
That the pool house is not on this
Right,
approval.
that's not in the
It's a
motion.
separate-
That was already
separate
said.
application.
Just clearly.
Yep,
Okay.
it's in. It's
All
been
right.
made aware. All right, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. All right, so we carry.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Do we have to do our organizational meeting while we're live?
Yes.
We do, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing confidential or privileged about.
There is nothing,
So,
right? Okay,
it has
I
to
just
be.
wasn't sure if that was something we did afterwards. All right, so before we leave or adjourn, we just kind of have to go over our organizational meeting so that we get that all set up.
All right.
I think everybody has a copy of the policies and procedures that we have. So essentially, everything stays the same. We have two things that, in addition to, and it's in red, or you see different font. So under general standards, review by the entire board required, applicants and their agents must be prepared, present the application to the board, digital copies of drawings, site plans, renderings, that's what we just added, and materials, including landscape plan, should be presented and submitted prior to the meeting. We added that, and then at the end, we added no solicitation during ARB meetings. Soliciting for any purpose during an ARB meeting will be prohibited.
What's that mean?
Well, I guess the last time, or at one time when we were here, that we actually had somebody
Real estate
pass
agent.
out cards or something like that.
Really? I must have not been here at that
You
point.
No,
might
you were
not
not
have been
here.
So we kind of just wanted to make sure that, why don't we put that in our thing that,
The
that's.
real estate guy.
Yeah. All
gotta
right,
watch
does
this.
anybody have anything additional that they want to add to that?
No, I think
Or
this looks
change
good, Mr.
anything?
Chairman.
Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
So we
Okay.
need a motion for this
Can I get a
approval?
motion?
You got it.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? All right, so that's carried. Our 2025 policies for Architecture Review Board are carried. And then the only other thing that we have to do is we have to have a vote for positions.
I think we got to review the
Our lines?
areas.
Okay.
Might as well. We got a sub Bill in here, you know. Hi, Bill. I'm Tim.
Ryan.
Hey, Brian.
Brian. Okay, so what I proposed to do was give Mr. Tagliavia Cherrier's location,
Okay.
and then Brian's spot he'll take what Mr. Tagliavia had, Area 3 that we're calling it.
Okay.
So that's going to be the swap.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to vote on that.
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's what we're doing. And then if we have to fine tune some of this lines, because I'm not big on streets, I kind of like the idea of if the name of the hamlet or whatever is part of it. But we'll discuss that afterwards. All right. Maybe I'm just either not looking at it right, just to try to keep it a little easier, even for me, so that when I'm putting who's ever going to be next to it.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we need.
Secretary, I'd like to make a motion to appoint William Wright as the Secretary of the ARB.
Excellent. So I hear a motion for that. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Do I have to ask if you want to, or
I asked him
you're
quickly.
You're voluntold.
I think it's over now.
You're voluntold. It's over. All right.
I asked him quickly.
Voluntold.
I checked.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Do I hear a
One second.
it's not appointment.
Motion
What is
to
it?
adjourn.
For the vice chair?
Oh, yeah, a recommendation for vice
A
chair.
recommendation for vice chair?
Tim. I say Tim.
Mr. Rump, do I hear a second for him?
I'll second.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No, you can't. All right, so that's carried. Okay, good. So the leave, that's going to be everything. I just want to we'll make one comment before we adjourn, would be if he's listening to Mr. Cherrier, thank you for your service for probably 20-plus years of being on the board. We appreciate your service and hope you're doing well. Do I hear a motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motions.
Thank you, sir.
Don't you guys give speeches?